Judge Judy Sheindlin got remarried to second husband as she found most men are alike. Judy Justice food stamp fraud suspect goes to trial in Milwaukee. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Judge Judy News channel. Hi, it's good to see you all here again. In today's video, I will show you main topic. Let's start. Judge Judy Sheindlin got remarried to her second husband as she found most men are alike after their brief divorce. The TV lawmaker, 81, made the remark in a rare comment about her 1990 split from her partner Jerry Sheindlin, which was followed by them getting hitched again in 1991. She said on Who's Conversing with Chris Wallace, when inquired as to why she remarried Jerry a year after their split, "That is a boring tale. However, the finish of the story is, I observed that most men were similar. They have fundamental requirements that are not quite the same as ladies. They like to be taken care of. They like to be snuggled. They like to have their alone time that you take out the alone box and leave them alone. What's more, in the event that you feed them and love them up a tad and don't impede them to an extreme, they're blissful." Judy likewise told how she actually finds Jerry alluring, adding, "He takes awesome consideration of himself. What's more, I similar to it, since he keeps up with that body that I fell head over heels for a long time back." Judy proceeded to say the previous New York High Court preliminary adjudicator, 90, actually has a comical inclination and is truly brilliant and sharp. She said, "We're together a great deal. Jerry resigned around quite a while back, however, he has his own thing." Judy was first hitched to examiner Ronald Duty from 1964 to 1976, and the couple had two youngsters together, girl Jamie Hartwright, 58, and 56-year-old child Adam Duty. The daytime Emmy victor then, at that point, wedded Jerry in 1978 and turned into a stepmother to his three children from a past marriage, children Gregory Sheindlin, 60, and Jonathan Sheindlin, 57, and his 56-year-old little girl Nicole Sheindlin. Be that as it may, the couple separated from following 12 years of marriage. Following pressure, Judy persevered after the passing of her dad Murray Blum. Jerry said in Marlo Thomas and Phil Donahue's 2020 book, What Makes a Marriage Last, about the torment of their concise split, "I missed her presence the absolute first week that we were isolated. It was the first time in quite a while that we didn't get to see each other each and every day. It was a particularly peculiar encounter. I feel that behind each extraordinary lady there is a man," he added. "So I might be behind her now. Yet I likewise heard gossip that behind each extraordinary man there is a lady. So we'll need to sit back and watch how it works out." He managed the show for the 1999 to 2000 season and a greater part of the 2000 to 2001 season, until he was supplanted by Marilyn Millian, who has dealt with the show from that point onward. The couple initially met in a bar, Jerry reviewed to the Los Angeles Times. "I recently wrapped up attempting a homicide case as a guard legal counselor. She was an investigator. There was a columnist from the New York Post there at the bar, and I was addressing him about the case. Judy came strolling in and put her finger right in front of me and said, 'And who is this?' I said, 'Woman, get your finger out of my face.' We've been together from that point forward," he said. 2020 book, What Makes a Marriage Last? 40 observed couples offer with us the key to a blissful life. Judy uncovered that Jerry was reluctant about the possibility of a subsequent marriage. "I really needed to drag him to the special raised area. He in no way wanted to separate from his significant other, despite the fact that they had been isolated for 3 or 4 years. After we were together for about a year, I said, 'I need to see your separation in the paper or try not to call once more,'" she reviewed. "I said, 'I won't do that,'" Jerry added. So she whipped out a schedule and said, "Pick a date." Presently, Jerry was recently hitched to Susan Rosenthal from 1965 until 1977. The exes share 3 youngsters together: Gregory, Jonathan, and Nicole. Like Jerry, Judy additionally had kids from her most memorable marriage. She wedded Ronald Toll in 1964, and they invited girl Jamie and child Adam together prior to separating in 1976. Judge Judy debuted in 1996, an open door that permitted the couple to all the more likely help their mixed family. I was trusting we would have a 3 or 4 year run, and that my significant other and I would have the option to bear the cost of a 2-room condo 1 block off the ocean side in Florida as a retirement place. She reviewed to individuals in November 2021 of her underlying expectations for the show. We were government employees. We had 5 children that were completely instructed. Most went to graduate school. We attempted to make sure they weren't troubled with a ton of obligation, Judy added. Between their 5 youngsters, the couple have 13 grandkids. In 1990, Judy was battling with the deficiency of her dad and was not content with Jerry's absence of help. In Thomas and Donahue's book, Jerry uncovered what prompted their concise separation. She shared with me, "On the off chance that you can't move this, I will separate from you," he reviewed. "What's more," I said, "no kidding, I dare you," and the following day I got legal documents. The following day. Thus, that was the finish of that. Like they say, don't attempt to train a pig to sing. It doesn't work, and it simply irritates the pig, Judy added. After their separation, Jerry partook in Thomas and Donahue's book that he missed his ex very quickly. "I missed her presence the absolute first week that we were isolated," he shared. "It was the first time in quite a while that we didn't get to see each other each and every day. It was a particularly weird encounter." "I like being hitched," Judy added. "I missed him." She expressed yes to supper with her ex, educating him concerning a terrible date, and they before long remarried in the offices of a New York High Court equity companion, who directed the function. "As far as I might be concerned," he says, "do you take this lady to be your legally married spouse always, in all kinds of challenges, in affliction, and in well-being?" I said, "Ok." He takes a gander at Judy and says, "Do you take this man to be your significant other?" She says, "Okay." He says, "In great times or terrible?" And she takes a gander at him and says, "In great times or fail to remember it." Jerry composed. Judge Judy offers interesting remark on 1990 separation from spouse Jerry Sheindlin. Judge Judy Sheindlin offered an uncommon remark on her 1990 separation from her better half, Jerry Sheindlin, in another meeting. That is a tedious account, yet the finish of the story is, "I found that most men were similar," the Judy equity star said on Who's Conversing with Chris Wallace Friday when inquired as to why she remarried individuals court alum in 1991. Who is Judge Judy's significant other? About Jerry Sheindlin. Judge Judy Sheindlin and her significant other, Jerry Sheindlin, have been together for over 40 years. The couple got hitched in 1977 and share 5 kids from their past relationships. In 1990, they separated, however, remarried the next year. After such countless years together, Judy uncovered one of several insider facts to an enduring marriage, a decent constitution. "We're both exceptionally surface individuals with regards to that," she told individuals in 2021. "You know whether you fall promptly for someone that implies there's an actual fascination. Furthermore, individuals age, individuals they transform. You can either do it effortlessly or you can say, 'I surrender.'" In January 2024, Judy shared one more confidential to her and Jerry's effective relationship. "You don't burn through 24 hours together on the grounds that that is dangerous," she told E! News. During a June 2024 episode of Who's Conversing with Chris Wallace, Judy said that even at 90, Jerry actually has a comical inclination and is still truly shrewd and sharp. "He takes superb consideration of himself. What's more, I similar to it. "Since he keeps up with that constitution that I went gaga for a long time back," she said. Anyway, who is Judge Judy's significant other? Here's beginning and end to be aware of Jerry Sheindlin. He is a previous preliminary appointed authority and creator. Gerald Jerry Sheindlin was brought into the world on November 19, 1933 in New York City. He served in the military during the Korean conflict and proceeded to accept his 4-year certification from Long Island College and a regulation degree from Brooklyn Graduate School in 1959. Subsequent to graduating, Jerry in the long run turned into an accomplice at Adlerberg and Sheindlin, where he filled in as a safeguard lawyer zeroed in on criminal cases. In 1980, he was named a U.S. regulatory regulation adjudicator under the watchful eye of turning into a crook court judge in 1983. In 1986, Jerry started filling in as a preliminary adjudicator serving the New York High Court. He has likewise composed 2 books, Hereditary Fingerprinting, The Law and Study of DNA Proof and Blood Trail. Like his better half, Jerry has functioned as a TV judge. He turned into the directing adjudicator on Individuals Court in the fall of 1999, supplanting previous New York City Chairman Ed Koch. Jerry told the Los Angeles Times in 1999 that his significant other, whose series Judge Judy started in 1996, urged him to take the work. "She is the person who let me know I ought to get it done. Assuming that she had any reservations whatsoever, I could never have made it happen."